Amatu, the geometry of worthiness, sacred cartography for inhabiting your purpose. Palatu, quantum opening. And what if your mind were the laboratory where reality learns to take shape and worthiness the secret compass that organizes matter? Imagine your life as a living mandala, every thought a stroke, every emotion a color, every decision a symmetry. Worthiness, that sometimes timid word, is not just about feeling deserving. It is a geometric frequency that brings order to chaos, a master pattern that allows what you already are to manifest. Today we are going to remember that geometry and rekindle the pulse of your value. Section 1. Deep gaze. The treasure map was in the chest. When we talk about deserving, the unconscious raises an eyebrow. Childhood memories arise, inherited phrases, silences that weighed more than any scream. The inner child archetype holds a key. If you embrace him, he shows you the secret passage to the peaceful warrior. Action with heart, the priestess. Intuition that guides, the alchemist. Transmutation of shadows into resources, and the king, the queen, loving sovereignty. All these archetypes are fractals of the soul traveling through your biography. Visualize a circular room in your heart. In the center, a crystalline rose beats with your sacred name. Each petal is a permission. I deserve to exist. I deserve to love and be loved. I deserve support. I deserve abundance. I deserve rest. I deserve to express my voice. The rose transforms the question, why is this happening to me, into what inner geometry is asking for order. Seed story. Anna learned as a child that love only came when she solved other people's problems. At 34, her body was asking for a pause, but her mind kept running. She discovered that her mandala of worthiness had an inverted triangle. She gave to the 2 points at the base, but did not receive from the downward vertex. By straightening that triangle, allowing herself to ask and receive, she felt that life stopped being an uphill battle. The map wasn't outside, the treasure was her inner stance. Section 2. Scientific and psychological foundations. Transpersonal psychology. The self as the geometric center. Transpersonal psychology reminds us that we are not just personal history, but expanded consciousness with a calling for unity. Expanded states of consciousness, meditation, conscious breathing, contemplation reorganize the noise and reveal patterns. It's like running everything through a filter of coherence. The mind stops fighting with life, and the heart takes the lead. From there, worthiness is not an added quality, but the nature of what you have always been. Ontological dignity. Humanistic psychology. Authenticity and values. The humanist proposes self-realization as the unfolding of genuine potential. When you align actions with values, authenticity, beauty, contribution, freedom, the nervous system harmonizes. You feel at home inside your skin. I deserve. It then becomes permission to be you without self-excuses or masks. Unconditional acceptance is a subtle technology. By embracing what you are, the organism recovers energy that was previously spent on hiding. Undara, neuroplasticity, and the power of the mind. Your brain is plastic. It reorganizes itself through repetition infused with emotion and meaning. Creative visualization creates synaptic pathways. Affirmations retrain your internal dialogue. Conscious focus sculpts experience. Where you place your attention, it grows. Deserving is a sustained attentional pattern. When you train yourself to see the world as an ally, your system filters for opportunities instead of threats. This is not naive positivism. It's applied mental hygiene. A symbolic example. Imagine your system as an orchestra. If the cello, self-worth, is out of tune, no matter how well the violin plays. Even if the wind instrument and the flute, motivation, shine, the symphony sounds tense. Tuning the cello of self-worth restores resonance to the whole ensemble. The music aligns with you. Bio, Section 3. Applied biodecoding. The body as the blackboard of the soul. Biodecoding suggests that the body reflects unresolved emotional stories. It's not about blaming ourselves for symptoms, but about listening to them as living metaphors. Some guiding keys, not diagnostic ones. Throat, thyroid, suppressed voice, fear of saying I need, path, verbalizing boundaries and desires without judgment, shoulders and upper back, carrying everyone, path, redistributing responsibilities, asking for help, pancreas, sugar, lack of sweetness in daily life. Path, rituals of tenderness, self-care, celebrating small achievements. Stomach, not digesting situations or guilt. Path, putting words to the unnameable and making small decisions that restore agency. Chest, shallow breathing, fear of fully inhabiting life. Path, conscious breathing and expanding the heart space. Liberation route, step by step. 1. To collect. My body is trying to protect me with this symptom. What unspoken emotion is it holding? 2. Resonate. Place your hand on the tense area and say, I hear you, thank you for supporting me. 3. Reframe. Identify the root belief. If I ask, I get rejected. Asking brings clarity. Those who love me are glad to know. 4. Symbolic act. Write a letter to your symptom. Thank it and negotiate a new agreement. I release you from carrying what I now consciously take on myself. 5. Restorative movement. Micro actions within 72 hours. Ask for something simple. Say no to what drains you. Give yourself a well-deserved rest. Healing is not the absence of symptoms, but the return of loving agency. Sometimes the body takes time. Patience is also medicine. MES, Section 4. Quantum NLP Tools. NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, is an art for reprogramming perceptions, beliefs, and states. Integrated into a quantum vision, we apply it with presence and heart. 4.1. Rewriting beliefs with a timeline. Aim. Install I deserve because I am as a core belief. Quick guide. 1. Resource state. Take 3 deep breaths. Recall a moment of genuine love, even if it was brief. Expand that feeling for 10 to 15 seconds. 2. Locate the timeline. Imagine your past to the left, your present in front of you, and your future to the right. Adjust it as you feel. 3. Detect the emotional origin. Travel to a memory where you felt less than. Observe with compassion. 4. Symbolic reparenting. Enter the scene as your current wise self. Embrace your younger self and tell them, you don't need to earn the air you breathe, you already are love. 5. Instalación. Visualize a seal of light with the phrase, I am deserving, integrating into the chest of your past self. 6. Reprogramming. Watch as that light travels through all the branches up to the present. Notice bodily changes, posture, warmth, relief. 7. Projection into the future. Send the light toward 3 upcoming scenarios. A conversation, a project, a specific act of self-care. Notice the new response. Closure. Say out loud 3 times, slowly. I choose to treat myself like the treasure I am. 4.2. Submodalities technique. Change the size of self-sabotage. Think of an internal image where you feel undeserving. Shrink it down until it's the size of a postage stamp. Far away. Push it toward the horizon and let it turn gray. Enter. Now, an image of yourself, radiant, large, close, vivid. Anchor this image by touching your sternum with your hand and saying, here I am, yes, I deserve it. Repeat for 1 or 2 minutes daily. You are retraining your representational system. 4.3. Somatic anchoring in the golden triangle. Touch thumb and index finger left hand, point A. Thumb and middle finger, B. thumb and ring finger. C. Top. Conscious breathing. 446. B. Remember an achievement, small but heartfelt. C. Bring the face of someone who genuinely loves you. Close the triangle by joining all your fingers and declare, I activate my triangle of worthiness. Use it before interviews, conversations, or decisions. 4.4. Protocol Twin Doors. Ask and receive. Gate 1. Ask. Practice out loud 3 ways to ask without justifying. Could you help me with? I need. It would be helpful for me. Gate 2. Receive. In front of the mirror, practice responding. Thank you. Yes, I receive it without minimizing. Don't trouble yourself. What a shame. Repeat for 7 days. Observe how your field changes. 4.5. Creative visualization. Ethical abundance mandala. Sit comfortably. Visualize a mandala slowly spinning at the center of your heart. Each turn attracts fair opportunities. Income from your gifts, valuable partnerships, restorative rest, everyday beauty. Repeat. What comes to me benefits the whole. Feel a gentle expansion in your chest. 8 minutes. B. Section 5. Spiritual perspective and Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness is not a banner, it is a state of unity. Unconditional love that sees the divine in everything. From there, worthiness is understood as intrinsic dignity. No one can give it to you or take it away from you. Unity. You are a wave in the ocean. Forgetting your nature makes you feel separate. Remembering brings you back home. Active compassion. It's not about allowing abuse, but about choosing loving firmness. Saying no can also be sacred. Bridge to Buddhist emptiness. Form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. When you let go of labels, a clear space appears where worthiness is obvious. The sky doesn't deserve to be there, it simply is. Everyday cycle magic. Small poetic acts reorder the unconscious. Example. Write, I am a safe place for love, on a golden piece of paper, and place it under your pillow for 21 nights. Masters of all eras. They pointed to the same thing with different words. The kingdom is within. The Buddha is your awakened consciousness, the Tao is the current that lives within you, and worthiness is the attitude of someone who remembers and lives accordingly. Tilakas, Section 6. Integrative ritual, the rose and the hexagon. Duration, 18-22 minutes. Daily for 21 days. 1. Preparation domin. Sit with your back straight. Light a candle. Say your full name and declare, I choose myself. 2. Hexagonal breathing. For a min. Inhale for 6. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6. Hold for 2. Visualize a turquoise hexagon of light in your chest. Symbol of coherence. 3. The rose. 3 meno. Imagine a crystalline rose opening. For each petal, affirm. I deserve to exist. I deserve to be seen and heard. I deserve support and abundance. I deserve rest and enjoyment. I deserve to love and be loved. I deserve to express my gifts. 4. NLP reprogramming. Simin. Place your hand on your sternum, the anchor of the triangle. Repeat. I am a source of value. My life responds to my coherence. While you evoke 3 future scenes of worthiness in action. Being paid fairly. Saying no with love. Receiving help without guilt. 5. Symbolic act. 3000. Take a coin or a stone. Say to it, I consecrate you as a reminder of my dignity. Carry it with you for 21 days. 6. Closing. 13,000. Thank your body, mind, and soul out loud. Blow out the candle with intention. May this geometry remain anchored. Practical examples for daily life. Work. Before sending a proposal, activate your phone. Triangle of worthiness. Adjust your rate to a number that allows you to breathe freely. If your body tenses up, ask it, what do I need to sustain this amount? Maybe clarity about your value, a better presented portfolio, or a payment plan. Now, relationships. Agree on rituals of reciprocity. Take turns listening, proposing, and deciding. Reciprocity is not rigid accounting, it's shared music. Self-care. Schedule a non-negotiable weekly break. Rest is not a reward, it's a requirement for creativity. Creativity with purpose. Choose a ridiculously small action that connects to your purpose. 5 minutes a day for your soul project. Consistency beats perfectionism. Voice, integration of perspectives. A compassionate algorithm. 1. Transpersonal awareness. Remember who you are. Not just history, but also presence. 2. Authenticity humanist. Name your guiding values. 3. Reprogramming NLP. Install beliefs and resourceful states through rituals, anchors, and visualization. 4. Liberation biodecoding. Listen to the symptom, honor its function, negotiate a new pact. 5. Unity Christ consciousness. Act from the love that cares, starting with yourself. 6. Action. Psycho-magic practice. Translate the invisible into concrete everyday actions. Result, an inner field that authorizes the life that pulses within you. What is it? Powerful questions for your journal. What did I learn about love that no longer serves me today? What new agreement do I choose? Where am I still trying to earn the right to exist? What would it be like to treat myself as someone who already has it? What 3 loving boundaries can I express this week? What simple gesture of tenderness do I owe myself for a long time? If my heart were a teacher, what would it ask of me right now? Nelia, activating affirmations. I am the home of my own worthiness. Here I rest, here I bloom. My voice is a clear river. Ask, name, give thanks. Life responds to my coherence, not to my fear. Receiving is an act of sacred humility. My gifts are service, my abundance is a good for all. Mini guide for difficult moments. If you feel guilty when resting, whisper to yourself, rest sustains my mission. Set a 20-minute timer and allow yourself to let go. If you're afraid to ask, start with the smallest thing, a glass of water. Notice how the world doesn't fall apart. If self-sabotage appears, use submodalities. Shrink the image, make it gray, push it away. Enlarge your luminous version and anchor it at your sternum. If your body is screaming, place your hand over the symptom, take 3 hexagonal breaths and ask, what message do you bring? Write down the first thing that comes up without censoring yourself. Wanka, high vibration closure. Master phrase. Deserving is not a reward for good behavior. It is the original pulse of your being remembering itself. Quantum challenge. Next 24 hours. 1. Action 1. Ask for something that makes you feel shy to request, something small and specific. Notice how you feel before and after. 2. Action 2. Say a loving no where you usually overload yourself. Observe the physical relief. 3. Action 3. Schedule 30 minutes of sacred rest in your agenda and honor it as if it were an appointment with life itself. Create 4 classes. Activation code. Close your eyes, touch your sternum, and repeat 7 times. Aish, Inlak, Esh, Om Anata, I am, I deserve, to receive. Feel how the rose and the hexagon light up together. Remain in silence for 1 minute. Then open your eyes with a gentle smile. It is done. Thank you for allowing this geometry to inhabit you. When the heart remembers, the whole world rearranges its constellations to reflect your truth. Walk with gentleness and firmness. You are both the treasure and the cartographer. With love.